Some love stories feel like they're straight out of a movie. Mine is one of them. It all started back in high school. There was this girl. She was incredibly beautiful, quiet, and just had this calming presence. I was head over heels for her, but when I finally worked up the courage to tell her how I felt, she looked at me with pure hatred. It was like I had committed a crime. Everyone knew I was crazy about her, my friends. The other students, the teachers, even the school guards. And they all knew she wanted absolutely nothing to do with me. It got so bad that the school director and her parents actually called me into the office for a serious warning. They told me to back off. So I did. I had to give up. For the rest of our school years, I just watched her from a distance, swallowing my feelings. After we finished school, my grades weren't good enough for university, so I started my own private business. I heard she went off to college, and I just tried to move on with my life. It was a long, hard struggle, but eventually I found success and even started my own company. Over the years, I tried dating other women, but she would always pop into my head. I could never quite forget her. Years passed. One day, I needed to hire new staff for my company. I was sitting at my desk, going through the files of the candidates who had already passed the first round of interviews. Suddenly, I froze. My eyes widened. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. There, in the stack of applications, was her file. The same girl I was so obsessed with in high school was now asking for a job at my company. I just stared at her photo and her name for what felt like forever, completely dazed. Without thinking, I picked up the phone, called the administration department, and told them hire her. And tell her to report to my office tomorrow morning. That night was the longest night of my life. I couldn't sleep a wink. My mind was racing with a million questions. What if she's married? What if she has kids? Does she have a boyfriend? The sun just refused to come up. The next morning, I was at the office before anyone else. I sat in my chair, just waiting. 5 minutes before her scheduled time, my assistant told me she had arrived. I took a deep breath and said, "Send her in." As I heard the footsteps approaching, my knees started to feel weak. A wave of fear just washed over me. Then, a knock on the door. She walked in, greeted me professionally, and sat down. She had no idea who I was. The boy from her past with the torn shoes and the